Hi, my name is Gearoid, and this is my little video series about my travels throughout America, and in this particular video I'll be speaking about my time going to New York City and Washington D.C. So, yep, I hope you like it. So it's May 2018 and I've just passed my driver's test, and then a few days after we're jetting off to New York. It's my second visit to America. My first visit to America was to Las Vegas and LA with my friend Martin in 2017. And after going to America, I fell in love and want to go back again. And this time around, I'm going to New York with two of my brothers, Brian and Tony. We're very excited. This is their first time going to America, and I feel like I'm captain of this trip because, you know, I've been once and have some experience of what to expect, and I kind of have to be the one leading the way. Unlike last time when my friend was the one with all the knowledge. The day we leave is the 11th of May, I believe. Yeah, our flight is going from Belfast and then it goes to London, and then we have to get our connection flight from London to New York. But I remember when we actually arrived in London, we were kind of like panicking because we've never had to get a connecting flight before, but luckily we do find our way. Yeah, this is Brian and Tony's first time going on a long haul flight with, you know, like the included entertainment and the food and, you know, the drinks. Once we land in America, we have to do the security border check stuff, and the line for that is just crazy long. Like we were probably in that queue for an hour, not even, but still it felt like forever. So yeah, we go for the security border check and everything's sweet, and then we head off to get our bus to the hotel. And yeah, we get on the bus for all our luggage, and it does take about an hour or so to get from the airport, which I believe was Newark. I remember that from friends, you know, at the last episode. We go from the airport to the hotel, which is the Residence Inn by the Marriott or something like that. Yeah, it's in Times Square pretty much. A big, nice corporate hotel. Yeah, we're sharing a room together, all three of us, and there's a sofa bed and like two other beds. Yeah, so once we get ready and stuff, we go out to Times Square and go exploring, and yeah, just see what the hell is going on in New York. We see all the lights, the billboards, the posters, all the snazzy shops and restaurants and bars, and yeah, just walk around Times Square. We don't really get to see anything too landmarky then, but yeah, the next day we decide to get out and go exploring, so we head to Central Park, and yeah, on the way there it's kind of raining. We stop by Brooklyn Bridge because you have to see Brooklyn Bridge, and yeah, we get the subway and make our way to Central Park, and then we get to Central Park and we're not anticipating how big it actually is. It goes on for miles and miles, and of course it's raining, so if we don't get enough of this back home, then we go back on the subway and we head up to see other parts of New York, like the World Trade Center and the 9/11 Memorial. And after a whole day of going out and about, we decided to get some food at this Irish pub because, you know, we're Irish and we need to see how Irish this place is. Yeah, I get them sausages and mash, and you know, the girl that served us was definitely from Ireland. I could tell by her accent. I can't remember exactly where, but I know it was somewhere down south. So yeah, it felt nice to have a sense of familiarity there. The next day, we decided to go to Washington D.C. So we get up, get ready, get our breakfast, which is provided by the hotel. A nice big buffet of, you know, food, and there's like a breakfast bar. You could sit and watch the news on TV, and usually it's just Good Morning America or something to do with like political stuff, and I can't be arsed with that. So yeah, we just get our breakfast and then get ready to go to Washington, which takes about 5 hours to get there by bus, and We get to Washington, it's absolutely roasting. Like, New York is grey and rainy and wet, and you get to Washington and it's just like boiling hot, just sun, sun, sun. We get on the hop on, hop off bus in Washington to do our tourist stuff. You go to see all these different things, like the big tower thing, and the Lincoln Memorial, and Capitol Hill, and all these monument things, and yeah. We eventually get to the White House, and of course that's probably the most busiest area of the tourist spots, and it is like full of people just trying to take pictures and stuff, and of course we get our pictures too. And then, but there's also this person ranting on a microphone pretty much outside the White House, talking about corruption and all this jazz, and yeah. No one's really paying him any attention.
Military, we need some help. Walk by. They didn't arrest me, they just wanted to listen to me legally.
But yeah, it's just going on about corruption from every president, and continued corruption amongst presidents. Yeah, I'm not saying he's not talking any truth, but you know, what do I know? I don't pay attention to any politics, so after the whole day walking around, we're all just like sweating, our legs are tired, we just want to get on the bus and go back to New York. Luckily we did get out of Washington just in time, because as we were on the bus it started thunder lightning, so yeah, just glad we dodged that bad weather. The next day I decided I want to go and see the Seaside Heights boardwalk from Jersey Shore, because I'm a big fan of Jersey Shore, and this is probably as close as I'm going to get to actually be in New Jersey, so why not just go and do it now. So yeah, I convinced Brian and Tony to book a bus with me to go to Seaside Heights. So we get ready and we head off to the bus station, and then we get on the bus, which is delayed by like an hour, which is already like taking time out of our day. So we're on our first bus, and then we have to travel for like an hour or so, and then we get off somewhere in New Jersey to get our next bus, which is then meant to take us to the area where Seaside Heights is. But we're on the second bus, and I'm looking at my phone where I booked the tickets and stuff, and looking through all the different stops, and then we get off at the stop that tells us to get off at, and I look around and I don't see any water or boardwalks or, you know, Ferris wheels, and I'm like, this don't look like Seaside Heights to me. So yeah, we kind of walk around a bit more and try, you know, see what's around and if there's anything we should try and follow. So we're walking around, and then this car pulls up, and they can recognize that we're actually, you know, out of place and lost, and they ask us, do we need any help? And we basically just tell them, we're looking for Seaside Heights boardwalk, you know, from like Jersey Shore. And then they're like, yeah, you're nowhere near Seaside Heights boardwalk, mate. So they direct us to like the train station to try and help us get to Seaside Heights boardwalk, which is seemingly impossible at this point. So after dandering around a bit more, we kind of recognize we're still lost and can't find this train station. So we go into a CVS pharmacy shop and ask one of the workers if they could help us out, and they're all really nice, but then they kind of explain to us that we're in like the hood, and they kind of explained to us that it's not so friendly at night time, so they kind of advised us to try and find our way back out now while we can. Yeah, so apparently this place we got lost in was Brick City, which is down as one of America's most dangerous places, so lol. Then we get on the train and get back to New York, and we're all just fed up because I just wasted everyone's time trying to find Seaside Heights boardwalk, and we're nowhere near it. You know, it just ate up so much hours out of our trip. So after moping around for a bit, we decided to go and get some food, and then I see that there's a Madame Tussauds waxwork museum, and you know, I have to take the buffers here because I love it so much, and I think they will love it too. So yep, that's where we go. Yeah, we get to see all the different waxworks. Of course there's some faces that I've seen before from my previous trip to the one in Las Vegas, but you know, I don't mind. I just think it's fascinating to see these sculptures, and I really think my brothers enjoyed seeing them too, especially the ones of football players like Messi and, you know, all the people I have no interest in whatsoever. Another thing we did that day was go and see the NBC building where they filmed the Jimmy Fallon show and Saturday Night Live, and there's also a gift shop in the building where you can get merchandise from all these different kind of TV shows. So of course I had to go and get my fill too, you know. So here's the bag. What I have inside is my friend's Central Perk cup, which I have greatly used. I also got my friend's t-shirts, and I was going to wear it for this video, but you know, it's too cold right now, so I'll keep on the Versace hoodie instead. As if I don't already have enough friends merchandise already, you know. I also got my Will and Grace t-shirt in there too, because they were also broadcast on the same network, which I did not know about. But yeah, I'm really glad I got this because I also got to wear it to a recording of Will and Grace that I went to see in 2019. But yeah, that's for another video. So our last full day in New York starts off with us going to see the Statue of Liberty early in the morning. We get up, get ready, get our breakfast, and then get on the bus, and then head straight over to get our boat. And we weren't really anticipating how long the lines were to get onto the boat, which takes you over to where the statue is. But yeah, we had to wait there for ages and ages. There was an option to pay to get over on a quicker boat, but you know, why do that when you can get there for free? So we get on the boat, you know, it takes off. It's only a wee short journey. We're there in a few minutes, and we get onto the island where the Statue of Liberty is. It's pretty big but small as well, if that makes sense, because it's a small enough island, but there's plenty of stuff to do on it. You know, there's like a museum, there's places to get food and whatever, but you know, small enough still. But we kind of just explore around a bit and get plenty of photos. We get on the boat back over, and then we decide to go to do our tour of Radio City Music Hall. We really wanted to go and see Madison Square Garden, but this particular day it was like graduation day for all these New York universities, so all these students were in Madison Square Garden doing their graduation ceremony. We couldn't do a tour because it was called off, so then we decided let's just go and do the Radio City Music Hall tour. Yeah, we head off, go in there and do the tour. The tour is crap, you know, like it's more to do with like the Radio City Music Hall history. It is pretty fascinating to an extent, but then again, I really just know Radio City Music Hall from America's Got Talent, but you know, it was still pretty interesting to see. It did have like an opportunity to get a picture with a Rockette dancer. So basically the Rockettes are like this famous female dance group, and they've been going since like decades and decades ago. But yeah, there was like one of the Rockette dancers with the tour guide, and you were able to get like a photo opportunity with the Rockette dancer, and no one really wanted to take a photo with the Rockette dancer, which I thought was kind of like sad, but you know. So no one really took a photo, and it was kind of like awkward, and some people were actually leaving the tour like midway through because they were just like kind of bored out. I don't know if it was the tour guide that was putting them off or just the tour in general, but yeah, it was just not the most fun experience. But you know, our last night we go and see the Top of the Rock building, and before you go in you have to go through security, which I kind of wasn't expecting. But yeah, we go for security, and then before you actually go to the top floor, they get you to sit in front of this green screen and they take your picture and make you into one of the guys sitting on like the ledge in that very famous photo, which no one really remembers where it's from. And here is our photo from the Top of the Rock building. It looks so realistic, doesn't it? You know, our facial expressions say it all. But yeah, that was pretty fun. So then we get up to the top of the building and we're finally there, but it's actually so cold, like crazy. It's just freezing. I can't explain it. It was like the coldest ever. We're actually all in shorts, which is just more ridiculous, but you know, still the views are amazing, and you know, we get as many pictures as we can, and then go inside to warm up, and then come back out and take some more pictures, and we're basically there until closing time. And then we're like, is there anything else we should go and see while we're still here in Times Square? And then we're thinking, what about the Empire State Building? So we walk around everywhere, all these different like streets and whatever, and try and find this bloody building, but it takes us forever to find because the directions on Google Maps are just leading us here, there, and everywhere. As we were walking around trying to find this bloody Empire State Building, we did pass by Stephen Merchant and his girlfriend, and he very kindly took a photo with us, which we were very happy about. Yeah, we continued our journey trying to find this bloody building, and while we're dandering about, we walk over to the staircase where Jay-Z and Alicia Keys did their Empire State of Mind music video. And it's basically closed off because it is raining, but you know, us being so desperate to get a photo, we kind of walk onto them anyway, and one of the security guards tells us to get off, so we go on our way again to try and find the bloody Empire State Building. And then eventually we do find it, and we're like, is this it? Because it just looked like a regular building, you know, there wasn't anything stand out about it. But you know, if this is what people come to see, then so be it, we'll get a photo at it. But we never actually went inside because we're just beyond tired at this point, and we need to get home to the hotel. So yeah, we just head back to the hotel, pack our bags, and then collapse in the bed. And then the next morning we're like, what else can we do? So yeah, we decided to take one last visit around New York and head off to the Yankee Stadium. And then we get there at Yankee Stadium and it's bloody raining, like lashing down everywhere. And we're like, Jesus Christ. If it rains, not much we can do about that. So yeah, we walk around, get our pictures, get to see the NYPD car. Oh. And then after coming back from Yankee Stadium, there's not much else we can do because we're out of time. So we have to head straight over to the airport and say goodbye to New York. And yeah, we're kind of glad to get out from the rainy weather and go back to some more rainy weather, but at the same time, we're sad too because we really did have a lot of fun, and it was great to experience New York with my brothers, and I really feel like they enjoyed it too, so I definitely recommend it if you're considering it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, so thanks for watching, bye!